And I slowly went through everything and even got rid of some of that stuff where cards from family members. I kept some cards, but I got rid of a majority of my cards. It's just like, because what are you going to do with people are like, did you get your dad a card on his birthday? I was like, nobody wants a card.
Nobody wants a card ever.
That's what I tell
I'm
people.
I'm so glad you said this because people get mad at me. People buy me, and I will say this, and I don't care who gets mad at me, but people, I think, buy me gifts because they want a thank you card. And I don't want to send them a thank you card because I didn't want a gift. And that happens all the time in my family. And people come up to me and be like, Brian, I sent you a gift. Why didn't you send me a thank you card? I'm like, because I didn't ask for a gift. That's why.
And I'm not sending
It's not that I'm not thankful. It's just I'm lazy, and I've never sent a thank you card my entire life.
How about
I'm just not going to start at 40.
I'm not looking for that. Like, I just don't like cards in general because, like, if somebody gives you a gift, or if you have to give a gift for somebody's birthday, Christmas, whatever, I used to get yelled at, you got to get a card for it. No, I don't. Well, then they have to. I said, how are they going to know it from you? Simple. There's a little sticker I can put on there. It says, to this person from me, and that's how you know.
Write it on the fucking outside of the box.
That's
it.
A card is
You're
just
done.
A cover letter and resume for your gift. Like, I don't need to do that shit. Like, I need that to work.
Should only be given in the case of money, a check, if you still do checks, or a gift card.
Exactly.
That's it.
And then guess what happens? The card goes in the trash and they keep the money, the check, or the gift card.
But I put a lot of thought into that card. I'm sorry. I put more thought into the $50 Home Depot card you just gave me rather than the old lady from Hallmark again.
I did see a pretty funny TikTok the other day that was just like, when you open your birthday card and you pretend to read the card first and not the money, and like this guy like opens the card and like literally like $2,000 falls out. You're like, oh, thank you, Grandma. Like, because you have to pretend.
Exactly.
You can't like, be like, holy shit, like all this money just fell out. Like I hit a pinata. Like you have to be like, oh, that's so nice. And then be like, oh, and what's all this that fell out? You have to always like kind of pretend it up.
Yes, I used to do that every freaking year. Like I gave a shit about the card. I was like, thanks.
So Pivotal Pete in chat says, what if the card sings? And see, this is a differentiation. Like if it's a singing card or something where I could open it up and like maybe happy birthday, the battery will start dying and it'll like get down tuned like a horror movie. It's like
and you're like, is someone gonna murder me? Is something gonna come out of this card and murder me?
Yep. No, it's just me. I pull out the knife and just right there, stab in the front.
I've kept a couple of cards from like some card. Nick got me a card that said, I think it was a Lord of the Rings card that when you opened it, it said, my precious, or something like that. I did keep that card. I kept a handful of cards because, my grandparents have died. Some of my grandparents have died. So I'll keep like one or two from them. But for the most part, I'm not keeping a bunch of cards.
I have 2 cards I saved. Hold on. I'm going to grab them right here on the wall.
Are they? Oh my God. I hope they're singing cards. But yeah, singing cards can be kind of fun for a minute. But again, you hang on to them for a little bit and then you throw them out. People sometimes send me Christmas cards too. And I'm like, oh, thanks. And then
so this is one card that I got that I have not thrown out. And it's just because it's a Groundhog Day card that my friend Phil sent me. And I thought it was great.
That is actually cool art too. It looks like somebody actually drew that. And it's
right. It's a cool little groundhog. And then the other one I got was my friend's wedding invitation. They sent everyone a personalized card. So everybody got a different save the date card. And this was the one I got.
That's very cool.
Yeah, and I love this.
That's different to me because that's
what I mean. It's very unique. It's not just like a card with
that's
like a grandma on it and a dog. It's cool.
No, it's a cool card. That's like pieces of art that these are all just like random. They're not really cards. They're just kind of like postcard type.
Yeah, like the art cards. Yeah, I love art cards.
Yeah,
if you get like 4 of them, you could put them in a nice frame and hang them up. And there's a lot you can do with the small stuff, and I like that.
Exactly.
Because not everyone has room on their wall for a fucking masterpiece. Like sometimes you have a little small spot. You're like, I want to put up something small that's like 8 by 10 that's gonna fit in this spot.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I like that kind of. Art cards are cool. That kind of stuff is cool. Frankie Bronson asked me, Zia, what is the proper amount of time before throwing out a card? I
throw it out right in front of the person.
I was going to say, honestly.
Next.
Yes.
I don't keep them for long.
You take the thing out, and how disappointed are you when you open the card and you as soon as you take the card out of the envelope and nothing's falling out the bottom, you're like, oh, it's a card.
Yeah, you're like, oh great, this is just a card.
It's
cool,
all
trash.
older relatives that still think a card is necessary.
People send me bills. I open it up and an invoice comes out. I'm like, fuck.
Remember that time I listened to you complain for 2 hours while I'm billing you for it? And you're like, what?
Yeah.
Mom?
I'm like, that's every day. They're like, oh shit, well, I guess we have to add up a lot of hours now.